Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world, and Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you enjoy it and the rest of your year. We are here for a reaction to Blankboy, and it's kind of concerning. We have stopped calling these characters legendary. And I saw some characters in the thumbnail that he seems to be calling out as frauds. Oh boy, I'm curious as to what characters are going to be in here. I saw, like, first and foremost, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in there. I think I already know the exact reason why he's going to call him a fraud, but we'll see. It is very concerning. Yeah, let's let's get into this and find out. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Let's run this up.
So I know most of you guys have probably been seeing that "stop calling that man legendary" trend on the internet lately.
I've
been
actually
scouring TikTok for some of the most controversial ones and gonna be giving my takes on it.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won with Steph Curry.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Come on, man, that's too easy. Now listen, I mess with Andrew Spider-Man heavy, but he's got no feats, bro. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was put in an ultimatum by Green Goblin. Your ball or a ferry full of kids? An A or B question, and that nigga answered C. I'ma save them both. He was jumped by Sandman and Venom and held on by himself long enough until Harry came to help. But he stopped a moving train, saved the kid from a burning building without the suit, saved MJ like 90 times. Bitch can find more danger than she could find people to come to her singing shows.
Damn.
Spider-Man PS4 broke every bone in his body and still went on to defeat the entire Sinister Six, hunting them down one by one. He told Miles Morales that cut and that new suit was fucking trash. That's what
He didn't, though. He definitely should have, because what were they thinking when they gave him that? But also, not too much on my guy, alright? I'm gonna be real. Andrew Garfield, like, in terms of the live action Spider-Man, Garfield's version is my favorite. There, I said it. Like, growing up, it was always Tobey Maguire for me because he was like the Spider-Man for my generation. We had no other live action Spider-Man for me growing up as a kid until Garfield and then eventually Tom Holland. But yeah, like, as an adult looking at all of these live action Spider-Man movies, I gotta say, I honestly resonate with Garfield's version the most. It appeals the most to me. He is my favorite. He may not have as many spectacular feats as the other two, but he has the feats where it counts, and that is being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You tell me anything that the other two have done to make their community rep for him the way that Garfield did for his community. Come on, man.
legendary Spider-Man dude, Tom Holland.
Keep
For
it
all the
fair.
disrespect, bro been fighting multiversal threats since he was 15. Miles Morales went versus the whole Spider-Verse. Andrew's Spider-Man went 1v1 versus Green Goblin and let his girl die, bro. Had her leaning back like Michael Jackson. In TASM 1, Spider-Man was gonna lose to the Lizard. Lizard was putting paws on him.
It's a giant lizard, bro.
And it wasn't until Officer Stacy saved his ass and sacrificed himself was it that Lizard was defeated. The rule around Andrew's Spider-Man seems to be, I can only defeat the bad guy if one of you motherfuckers sacrifice yourself real quick. Bro was quipping to the Rhino while he was driving the truck and running people over, killing niggas. And Spider-Man was talking about some knock knock. Stop calling that man legendary because Andrew Garfield is a phenomenal actor.
I mean, I'm not calling him legendary, but he is my favorite interpretation.
The lights were too bright for him every single time. When he was looking for the person who murdered his uncle, he was stopping criminals in the middle of crimes, realizing that that's not the guy he's looking for, and like, I bet y'all continue what you're doing, keep robbing her, and leaving them there, not even arresting them. In the TASM universe, that's the only one where J. Jonah Jameson is actually spitting. He's a damn vigilante. Lock that thug up.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won with
Korra. Man, don't even get me started.
Who's calling
on
Korra
bro.
legendary?
And defeated Fire Lord Ozai, one of the strongest firebenders ever, during Ozin's Comet at 12 years old with only months of training. This bitch Korra lost her connection to the past avatars. Now she can't hear "smoke that nigga" advice from Avatar Kyoshi like the rest of the avatars could.
But who is out here calling Korra legendary? Don't get me wrong, I like Korra, but usually, like, when you hear people talk about Korra, it's mainly just slander. People hate Korra, which, honestly, I get it. A lot of the stuff that she does definitely warrants the hatred that she got. But who is out here calling her legendary? I have never come across anybody who is like really gassed her up like that.
Lost her bending to Amon. That's like pancakes with no syrup. Steph Curry with no threes.
I mean, Amon was a demon, though.
Ugly. That's the Avatar's whole shit. She opened the spirit portal to the normal world and left it open. Why the fuck did she think that was a good idea?
It was originally like that. She was just turning things back to the way it was.
Spawn camping them. Lost to Kuvero 1v1, letting the entire town she was supposed to be protecting get taken over. Got kidnapped by Tarlok. Allowed a war to be declared on her behalf. Aang inherited a war that wasn't his and said, "Aight, niggas, that's enough." Stopping it in months. She let one start on her watch. She got dogged by Zahir one-on-one.
Again,
I seen Zahir standing with this girl. Korra lost to a fucking midget. She's trash, bro. Don't ever compare her to the GOAT Aang. Stop calling her legendary because she had cool action scenes, because the budget for the show went up. Because when it mattered most, when it was crunch time, she was unable to do anything on her own.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won.
Sasuke is the first nigga I ever seen lose every major fight he had.
Alright, now this one is definitely warranted.
Sasuke pulled up on Killer Bee thinking he's like that and got his shit decimated. Killer Bee killed that nigga like 5 times while talking about the best part of me is that I'm not you. Let me know where your family, fool. Nigga was ore farming in the corner and got his ass beat by Rock Lee. Dropped off by a dude with a bowl cut in front of the hose. Just wrap it up. Orochimaru pulled up on him like Epstein in the forest, and Sasuke got done like he was on that island.
I mean, it was Orochimaru.
Kakashi then warned him about it when he had the curse, and Sasuke didn't listen, still went to Orochimaru. He pulled up to the tuning exams versus Gaara with an extra ass entrance and a new fit. Laid that shit out the night before just to lose. Tried to test his big bro Itachi and got choked out on the wall. Then fought him again and really lost the fight.
Technically,
the fight ended because that Magic Johnson disease caught up to Itachi.
If Itachi wasn't already dying from his illness, let's be real, Itachi had that fight won. Let's be real. He definitely had that fight won. He really did. And that's not even like Itachi glaze either. You can see like throughout that fight, yes, Sasuke was definitely able to hold his own, and yes, he definitely like really like injured Itachi, but no matter what Sasuke did to him, Itachi just kept coming back, which says to me, at the very least, even if Sasuke were the more powerful one, which I don't believe he technically was at that point, Itachi at the very least was more resilient until his genetics caught up with him. But let's be real, Itachi was definitely winning that.
The fight, but the fight ended because that Magic Johnson disease caught up to Itachi. Like
that, and Itachi technically needed Sasuke to end him anyway.
Was gonna kill him, and he got saved by Obito. Lost to Madara in the war.
That was
Naruto
wild.
Technically tied, but shit, I'm a hater. Fuck it. Sasuke lost that bitch for even trying versus Naruto, who didn't want to kill him. Sasuke is a fraud.
That's a crazy thing too. Imagine if Naruto was actually trying to kill him.
One of the most disrespected people in the village, and by the end of the show had everyone glazing his shit.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won with Steph Curry.
Kong. Now I'm about to switch it up on y'all. I'm about to defend one here, cause calling Kong not legendary is crazy. Look who's in the monsterverse. Godzilla, a giant lizard with armor, laser beams, and radiation absorption. King Ghidorah, a three-headed dragon with immense electrical/energy manipulation abilities. Scar King, Rodan,
Scar
Mothra,
King
all
was
these fucking
he was cool. I liked him.
and he's a monkey with an axe and still be holding his own. He's the Batman of this shit. Niggas flying away and he running there. That's what legendary people do. He gave Godzilla everything he could handle in both fights. Keep in mind, in the first fight, Kong was on water. Godzilla had the advantage. Saved his ass versus Mechagodzilla when he was about to get smoked out. Wasn't even trying in Godzilla X Kong at Egypt and still laid that fat ass out on his back. He pulled up on Scar King in his own lair and told that nigga he's balding.
Yeah, but then what did Scar King do to him afterwards, though? Like, come on, man. If you gonna talk like this, you gotta keep it real. All right, and we could actually go back even further. It doesn't show the images for me for some reason, but we could go back even further. Right here, as soon as Godzilla had the chance to lock in, what happened? Kong started running because he knew he could not beat him. Granted, that wasn't the goal of, coming here. He wanted to get Godzilla's help to go to Hollow Earth and blah, 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 blah. But you get what I'm saying. As soon as Godzilla actually locks in on Kong, it's up for him. He knows that. And then again here, Skull King, he was piecing Kong up, dude. If you gonna be real, be real. Don't only go with Kong's feats. You gotta give the full context here,
In his own lair and told that nigga he's balding. And beat his ass. The only reason he had to dip was because Scar King called in Shimu for backup. Stop disrespecting Kong. Is Godzilla stronger? Yes. But we not about to disrespect the fact that Kong be giving
I agree. Don't disrespect Kong.
They see each other, while
I'm not
Godzilla has
disrespecting,
every single advantage.
You gotta give the full context
If
there.
going up against the strongest in the monsterverse and having him on the ropes isn't legendary, then I don't know what is.
Stop calling that man legendary.
Who was calling
Mark
him
Grayson.
legendary?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Invincible.
Again,
I don't know
like
when this
Korra,
coming
everybody
out,
just
but I
gives
either
him
just
slander.
covered or will be covering Mark versus Omni-Man, where he got destroyed. Covered him versus Conquest, where he got destroyed. Y'all noticing a pattern here? Mark sucks, bro.
He
I
does.
always say PJ Tucker was the first ever 3-and-D player who held his opponents to 50 points on efficient shooting and missed every shot. Mark is the PJ Tucker of superheroes. He ain't no Braun. This is the first superhero I've ever seen who saves no one and gets beat by everyone.
Yeah.
I'm convinced anyone who's struggling on other worlds pulls up to Earth for a confidence booster real quick versus
Literally.
this nigga. He just rolls over
And
to
not
every
just him,
opponent,
the
even the
Guardians
no-name
of the
street
Globe,
level
too.
ones that be robbing banks. They gonna blow up 3 buildings before he gets them. Millions die on his hands. This job is too big for him. People were getting slaughtered by his own variants, his twins, and he was ready to let it happen because he didn't want to leave Eve in the hospital. Keep in mind, she broke her leg. Yeah, that hurts, but the bitch gonna be fine. This nigga Spider-Man watched his aunt die because he knew he had a duty to wait and use it on everyone. And you gonna sit there for a bitch who's literally gonna be okay, letting thousands get slaughtered? He sucks, bro. That is not what legendary superheroes do. He sucks. Niggas will have 6,000 KD ratio and Mark still holding back. That shit is not honorable.
I'm
It's
saying,
stupid.
dude.
Y'all gotta stop defending this man. Put that grown man down. Invincible has only showed incompetence at being a superhero. Hang the suit up, bro. Get into accounting or something, my nigga. It's not for you.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won.
Ironhide. Now listen, I'm specifically talking about Bayverse Ironhide, okay? Not from the cartoons, not from the comics. There's way too much glaze on this man's name for a dude who got no wins in the movies. Ironhide got one scene where he shows his capabilities versus the Jamaican Decepticons with Sideswipe. Other than that, he was putting in no work, bro. All of those movies were carried by Sam, Optimus, and Bumblebee. We gotta stop acting like when he died, they really lost a valuable member. Him dying is like the Lakers trading Bronny James. We gonna be alright, bro. He wasn't really doing much.
I feel like oh wow, it's over anyway. I feel like when it comes to characters like that, it's kind of, I feel like we missed out. Because it's like, obviously these characters who are on teams like that, they've been around for a long time, and that they've been through so much already by the time we see them, because they are now like involved in the events that we get to watch. But the previous events that weren't on screen, they did a lot. So it's like, he must have been incredibly valuable off screen, you know? When it comes to characters like that, they must have been incredibly valuable off screen, but on it, nah, it's like when you first unlock a villain character in a video game, like you see them in the story or whatever, they're just absolutely goated. You actually unlock them as a playable character, they are trash. That's kind of what I feel like when it comes to side characters like that. But anyway, WVid, this was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And again, have a happy Merry Christmas and enjoy the rest of your new year. But I'm out of here. See ya.